Yeah, hello everyone. Good day. Um, Hello everyone. Good day. Sorry for that. I want to welcome you all to this practical class. This is Introduction to Visual Basic Programming Language, and then we are going to be using Visual Basic 2008. And of course, this is the third practical class that we are going to be doing. And then before we go to the class, I just quickly want to just talk about the practical one, which some of you have written the report and submitted to me. I just want to make one or two comments on it and some little adjustment. I told you this is a new course for you as a department of engineering, and of course, this course is actually being done in computer science students are actually doing this course very well. But this is a new course, and you need to understand everything step by step. You need to understand the purpose of you doing this training. Of course, I've highlighted a lot of the objectives for you in the introduction class, and then of course you can easily go to the introduction to Visual Basic to understand that one. So this is the third class, but before I go to the practical 2 now, I just want to just a little little adjustment in your practical one, because in the title, in the practical one, we have system requirement and installation of Visual Studio 2008. That's what we had in the title, the one I gave you first, but it is supposed to be system requirement for installation of Visual Studio, not system requirement and installation. It is system requirement for installation. You need to know the system requirement before you do the installation. So in this practical, what we basically did was to show you the system requirement, number one, then how to know if your own system actually satisfied to that requirement. That is, the objective is to know the system requirement for Visual Studio 2008 installation, then to know the steps in checking the configuration of your own system. Understand? To be sure that it's actually met with the system requirement. And the procedure is there's a procedure to check the system requirement. How do you know if the system, of course, you can easily, I didn't put it there, supposed to go, you can easily go to online to check. But instead of that, since you have the installation CD, check the installation disk cover. It will be there. Or if you insert the Visual Studio installation disk in the CD-ROM, you will see a file called README or instruction. Or check the installation guide. There will be something like that inside the disk. That one will actually show you the minimum requirement. You understand? And precise. I think I showed you. I shared it here. If you look at the other video, the second class. Not the practical one, not the introduction, the second video. It is there. I shared with you from a textbook the basic requirement for Visual Studio 2008, so you can easily refer to that one to actually do that. But then another thing is procedure to check the system configuration. Now these are our two objectives. Click Start menu, then your Start menu, type DSDial, then you press Enter. It will bring you the details of your own system configuration, so you can easily write it down. Or if you don't want to go through that, you can easily go to your go to my PC or computer, depending on the version of system you are using. Right click, you can, or okay, let me just put it up, or go to my, and it's not even my PC, it's PC icon, PC or my computer. Right click the icon and click property. So if you follow these steps too, it will actually bring you the property of your system. So now under your observation, write out the minimum requirements seen on the installation guide. Understand? So you can easily refer to the second video. To this is the third video, so you can easily refer to the previous video to understand what to write there. You have to write it out, the minimum required, what is being stated there that is being actually required. You understand? Then you write out the details of your own system configuration. That means when you do this, when you take this procedure, what display you actually reported it in what you submitted, then you have to write it again. You understand? So that it is going to be what you are going to be transferring your report book. What you are using for me is your report sheet. You have a report book, and I'm going to transfer all these things to, which is very, very necessary. So after that, your conclusion should state if you are able to achieve your objective. I've explained this to you in your class, and I'm still emphasizing it again. When you are writing your conclusion should state if you are able to actually achieve your objective. So in your conclusion, you are expected to write that conclusively we are able to know the system requirement for Visual Studio 2008 installation and to understand the step in changing the configuration of my system. You understand? Either your own personal system or the system in the lab. So this is what is required. Now, coming to practical 2 now, which is the purpose of this video actually. So the practical 2 is installation of Visual Studio 2008. So you have to know how to install Visual Studio 2008 and to make sure the system has the minimum requirement. Of course, this minimum requirement you must have satisfied. By the time you are doing checking of this second procedure of practical 1, you will have satisfied the condition that it met the minimum requirement. So once you are done with that here, you must be able to install Visual Studio step by step. So how do you start Visual Studio? Make sure the practical 1 minimum requirement has been satisfied. Install the Visual Studio. Now me, I've copied the setup of the Visual Studio on my system, and that is what I'm going to be following now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this in the Visual Studio. So I'm going to double click now to see what is going to happen now. So once you double click, it's going to bring up something like this. Then you press setup, you click yes. So by the time you click yes, it will, of course, it's loading. Depending on the configuration of the system will determine the time that it will take to actually display what it needs to display. So I think, okay, so that display, you understand, this is what it's saying: change or remove Visual Studio. It's asking me this because I already have Visual Studio installed on my system. So say change, repair, install. So I will click this, change or remove. So I'm just clicking it. Your own, you will see installation. It will tell you to install Visual Studio 2008. I'm clicking it so that just to bring some of the options for me to just explain 1 or 2 things for you. So setup is checking some required file, and then it's still loading. So now in your home, setup is loading installation component. In your home, it won't bring this on. What I'm doing is it's actually me. I've installed it already. So it's checking the file. In your phone, it will display some dialog box and ask you to select maybe custom installation or typical installation. So if you select custom installation will allow you to select only Visual Basic, because we have C#, we have ordinary, we have C, C#, VB, and many other programming language on this Visual Studio 2008. It will be listed. So what I'm expecting, if you use custom, you can easily, it will allow you to select just only VB. But if you don't use custom, if you use typical, it won't allow you to select just only VB. So now, by the time you are doing your installation, I will still, okay, I will still refer back to my textbook. Okay, wait, let me refer to my notes if something is there. The installation. Okay, I think I still step in development. There is okay. Just give me 5 minutes. Just give me a few minutes. Let me refer. So now this is what I'm trying to say. So if you are just doing a fresh installation, this is what is going to bring up. This is one of our book from the library by can you see? Microsoft Visual Studio 2008 by Terry Wills and Brian Nelson. So I just need to show you so that you understand. So if you are just doing the installation, this is what it's going to show you. So then what you need to click is install Visual Studio. Install Visual Studio. Don't forget, please, you have to note all these things, all these steps, because you are going to be required to write it out as a report. So install Visual Studio. That is, what are the first thing you did, what was the next thing you did, and things like that. So install Visual. So once you click this install Visual Studio, then it will bring you this dialog box. It will bring you this dialog box. This dialog box will tell you to install the full one, default or custom. If you select custom, you will be able to select just only Visual Basic. But if you select full, you will install everything. You know, it's taking if you look at this space now, it's taking 3.5 gigabyte space. But if you use VB only, I'm very sure it's going to take maybe less than 1 gig. You understand? So depending on what you actually need. But on the system, okay, you know, you want, okay, I don't need this one. You know what? This one display because of what I checked on my own, trying to do the installation to explain to you directly. But I don't need this one again. I can easily use that table to do the explanation. Yes. So it will display this. So just select custom or full installation depending on you. Then it will bring it will then full. You understand? I don't need it again. So just select that. Then okay, custom. After the installation, then it will bring you the custom or full installation. I already explained that custom installation will allow you to select the particular software, the particular program you want to install. While full installation will actually install everything. So let's go back to our notes. So make sure to use custom installation to select the program you would like to install, or select typical or full to install all basic programs selected for installation. Using custom installation will allow you to select only Visual Basic alone, which require less disk space, while using typical installation will install all other programs which will take more disk space. You understand? It depends on your configuration of the system. You understand? So I think that is that. Please note this: by the time you click this install, this dialog box will now display procedure. There are some procedures to follow: installing this. You have to note those things and write them down, because it's going to be required from you in your observation, because that is the next question here. Because the question here now says, write out the steps listed at the left side of your installation dialog. At the left side during the installation. At the left side during the installation rather. This side, something will display. So note it and write it out. You have to write it out. Please note it. Don't ask me if the software is there. You can easily refer to your software. That's what practical is. It is what you see that you write. Practical is not about thinking. You understand? Practical is about observing. What you see, observation. So write down. So do the installation and write that. Does it require that you insert a serial number or key to complete the installation? Of course, during the process you will know. Maybe it's required. If it is required, you will see the key on your CD. If it doesn't require, you will know. So you have to answer it. So then on your conclusion should state if you are able to achieve the objective. So what are the objectives? To make sure the system has the minimum requirement, then to be able to install Visual Studio 2008. So then that is what you are going to state in your conclusion. I hope you understand. So if there is any question or anything you want to ask me, please you can really drop it on the platform. Thank you very much. So just we meet in the next class for our practical form. Take care and God.